All right. So I just made it so we're going to go live. That just means that people can now watch via the YouTube link. I'm doing this training tonight just to give everybody a little recap, a little overview of the area meeting that Tara and I attended on Friday, last Friday. It was super awesome. There were a lot of great leaders that were there that presented to us, including Noelle Geiger, who's a premier executive, Tina Levine, who's a senior executive, and then there was um, another lady who was a senior team manager that also presented. And I found a lot what they said really intriguing and really got my mind going. So I just wanted to share with everybody what I learned and my takeaways. So that's why we're here today. So one of the things that was talked about was systems for success, really about how to meet new people. It's really important that when you're out and about, you're prepared to meet new people. You never know who is going to comment on your nails. You really want to think of it as a job interview. Like how would you dress for a job interview? You don't want to always just go out in like your yoga pants and t-shirt. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I do it all the time. But if you're going someplace specifically because you think somebody might comment on your nails, then you might want to just dress the part a little bit more. You always want to have your business cards with you, maybe even a sample, a notebook or your phone to take notes in, and your calendar. Again, that can be on your phone. If you're more of a paper planner girl, then pull out your planner. You always want to have your dates available on when you can do a party or meet up with somebody, you know, at Panera or at Starbucks or at Dunkin' or Target or wherever, so you can meet up with them and talk with them. You want to make sure you have your dates that you're available and have jams on at all times. Our product is super unique in that we always can have it with us and looking fabulous. So that's super important too. You always want to have your jams on, some way, shape, or form. Noelle also talked about having a 30-second commercial ready. And your 30-second commercial is what you're going to tell people when they comment on your nails or when you're talking to them about your nails. The 30-second commercial, it has 3 parts. You want to name the pain. You want to share the solution. And then how do you do this? So naming the pain is, hello, we all love to have our nails look pretty, but that polish chips all the time. Share the solution. Hello, January Nails is this perfect wrap, and it adheres right to your nails, doesn't chip, doesn't have any nasty smell, and girl, you can go and pick up your kid right in the middle of your application. Okay, and how do you do this? Talk about your application process a little bit there. Super quick, super easy. Name the pain, share the solution, and then how do you do it? Make sure it sounds like it's something that's doable, that solution is something doable. Now, sometimes somebody might check out as soon as you start to talk, and that's okay. Some people might not be so interested. That's kind of when you jump into another type of commercial. Noelle likes to say, Pinterest nails without Pinterest fails. So that's something quick and easy you can say. I give girls Pinterest nails without those fails. You want to avoid the Jamberry purple vomit. It's a real thing. It's a disease. We all do it. People are like, oh, well, I love your nails. Oh, well, thank you. You know, I'm an independent consultant for Jamberry Nails. There are these great things. He activated vinyl nail strips. Girl, they stopped listening to you when you said Jamberry independent consultant. Okay, you don't want to vomit your lovely purple all over them. You want to make it fun and easy. Okay, I gave girls Pinterest nails without Pinterest fails. Noelle talked about an 8-second commercial. You should always have your 30-second commercial ready for when you're talking to, you know, a customer at a party or online or a potential recruit. But if you're in the elevator or you're at the mall or you're paying for your Starbucks or your Dunkin' Donuts, you want to have your 8-second commercial ready. Call this your elevator commercial. Somebody asks you, oh, what do you do? You know, making small talk. You go, I help people have Pinterest-style nails in 15 minutes for a fraction of the cost of a fancy salon. Boom. They're going to start asking you questions. Like, what? What are you talking about? Pinterest-style nails in 15 minutes. You know, I watched one of those tutorials, that marble glass tutorial where that chick dropped some polish into a glass of water and put all this glue around her nail. I don't have time for that nonsense. So you're going to tell me that you have something that I could do an entire manicure in 15 minutes and not get all that goop all over me? You'll be like, yep, sure do. That's when you can start up with your 30-second commercial. Okay, telling them more information because now they have asked for more information. So I really want you girls to think about what would you include in your 8-second commercial and what would you include in your 30-second commercial. And I hope on Glitter and Go that we can post some of these. Okay, make a video. Let's practice. Okay, that's huge. Practice makes perfect. Another system that was talked about was get happy. Nobody likes a party pooper or somebody who is not happy or not excited about their project, about their product. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, these January things, man, I just can't get them to stick. I don't even know why I joined this company. No, nobody wants that. You want to talk like these are the best things since sliced bread. Okay, get happy. Dan Clark has a quote, and he said, I like myself better when I'm with you. This is really what you want to reach for with your customers, with your hostesses. It's going to make more return hostesses, more return customers if you make it fun and exciting and you're happy. Okay, nobody wants to be somebody who's not happy. Okay, they don't want to hang out with you if you're not happy and excited. It's really important to ask people questions. Open-ended questions, okay, not yes or no. Oops, typo. That's an end of the year teacher thing right there. P.S. I still have a week longer of school, so if I don't make sense, it's because I'm a little delirious with the week left here. So not yes or no questions. You don't want to be like, oh, do you like nail polish? Yup. Okay. Do you have kids? Nope. Well, those type of questions don't really lead to a conversation. You want to be something like, what would you do with an extra 15 minutes every day? Okay, and get them talking about it and say, well, you could do your nails in those 15 minutes, you know. Or what do you do after your kids go to sleep? Or what do you do during nap time? Or what do you do when you're just out sitting by the fire? Okay, you want to lead them into conversations. People like to talk about themselves, so anything that you can do to get them to talk about themselves is going to get them more engaged, and they're going to think you're the best person ever. You want to keep it short, simple, and you want to be real. You don't want them to think that you're just doing this to get a sale. Your customers want to know you. They want to know that you care about them. Don't forget to get their contact information. You did a lovely 8-second commercial. You're talking up the nails. She's loving them. And she's like, girl, I want to host a party. And you give her your card. And then you walk back to your car and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even get her name. I didn't even get her phone number. What if she doesn't use my card? Uh-oh. Who's been there? Raising my hand right now. Okay? You want to make sure you get their information really quick to say to them. If they say, oh, I'm interested in hosting a party, or I'd love more information, you go, oh, girl, that's awesome. Would you like to get that info by text or email? And then you pull out your phone and you put your face in it. Because it's going to be really hard for them to say, neither, when you have your phone out ready to input their information. Okay, so get it out. Would you like it by text or info? Type it in right there and go, oh, what was your name again? Type it in. Then as you part ways, pull out your notebook or pull out your phone with your notes app and add some notes about them. Julie, 3 kids, daughter in ballet, loves to wear pink to support her daughter, son in soccer, thinks she would like the soccer wrap. Okay, you want to kind of collect the information about your customers so that you can better service them and build those relationships, because that's really what it's all about. The more relationships you build with people, the more they're going to want to buy from you, which is important. Another thing that Noelle talked about, and this is kind of creepy, but totally makes sense, is to hunt for your customers. Okay? You want to go on the hunt for them. You want to get out of your routine. Here's my routine every day. I get up, I get the kids up, I get them dressed, I get dressed, I drop them off at my mother-in-law's, I go to work, and then after work, I usually stop at Stop and Shop to get dinner stuff, or I go to Target to do some retail therapy. I go get my kids and I go home. Okay? She advocates getting out of that routine. So maybe one day, you know, in the summer when my life doesn't revolve around 22 10-year-olds, I'm going to drop my kids off at my mother-in-law's and I'm going to go to the mall. Okay, something outside of my normal routine. And I might go somewhere where I don't normally go. Like maybe I'm going to go down to Macy's or Nordstrom's or something like that. And I'm going to go to the shoe department. I'm going to try on some shoes. While I'm trying on those shoes, I'm going to look at every person's nails around me. And I'm going to fix my hair and make sure my nails show. And I'm going to put those shoes on making sure my nails show. And I'm just itching for somebody to ask me about them. Okay? She talked about if you go to Target, you're going to get those Target customers. You're going to get the ladies like me who like to save a buck, might not have a whole lot of money to spend on themselves. And that's a great opportunity to talk about recruiting. But if you're looking for just those sales and you go to Nordstrom's or you go to Macy's or you go somewhere where maybe people might have that extra cash to spend, that's the type of customer you're going to get. So jump out of your comfort zone and see if you can get into your cold market, which is super scary to do, but the benefit will pay off. Okay, you're going to window shop for the customers, and again, focus on them. Okay, they start talking to you, ask you questions, you ask them questions right back. You learn all about them, and that's going to help you build that relationship and make it so that they are a customer for life, which is huge. Another system that was talked about at the ARI meeting was follow-up. Something that resonated with me was Laura, it was either Lauren or Laura. She said that you should follow up even if they don't order. This is something I suck at. Like, I'm going to openly admit it. When I'm having a Facebook party, if a person doesn't order, they're dead to me at that point. And that's really bad. They shouldn't be. I need to make sure that I'm taking down everybody's contact information. And you can do this by doing like an end-of-party survey or privately messaging the guests or asking your hostess to get their contact information because you just want to send a thank you note for them hanging out in your party. Okay, even if they don't order, follow up with them. Be like, hey, I'm wondering if you want a free sample, or I noticed that you talked about how your daughter is in Girl Scouts. I'd love to show you some green wraps, or let's talk about a fundraising opportunity. Something like that. Follow up with them, but don't just follow up to get them to order again. That's not good. You don't want to be too pushy. You don't want to be like, oh, hey, it's been like 3 weeks since you ordered. You want to order again? Or, hey, you didn't order at the party. Let's set up that order right now. No, you don't want to do that. You're going to be clicked. The block button is going to be clicked super quick. So something you can do is email them a survey. I just sent one of these out to my customers via MailChimp, and I made this survey in Google Drive. So I'm going to actually, let me pull that up right now so that I can show you girls what that looks like, what my Google form looks like that I just sent out. And I've gotten some really, really great responses from it. And you can see that for this Google form, you want it to be 5 or 6 questions, not more than that, because then nobody's going to answer it. You want to make sure that they are fun kind of questions. You don't want to be like, do you love Jamberry? Do you need more Jamberry? Do you want to join Jamberry? No. Okay, keep it personal. Name, email, family, dream vacation, superpower. You want to incentivize it. I can't even say that word. You know what I mean? Give an incentive for doing it. You don't need to tell them what it is. Just say, keep an eye on your mailbox. That's what I did. I'm going to send petty packs. And you want to, hi Tiffany, you want to collect, you want to store, and you want to use that information that you are given. from your customers. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my customers rock survey just so y'all can see it. So here we go. It'd help if I press the button, the start screen share button. And you can see that I have, so my customers rock. Thanks so much for filling this quick, painless survey for me, Karen, your jam girl. Keep an eye on your mailbox. So I said, what's your name, pretty girl? What's your name? First and last, please. What's your address? I want to send you an awesome goodie for completing this form. Again, reminding them that they're going to get something for doing this. What's your favorite holiday? Because then on that holiday, I might just post on their wall some funny meme about it. Say their favorite holiday is 4th of July. Then maybe on 4th of July, I'm going to post a funny meme about it. Not a meme related to Jamberry, just a funny meme. Just say, hey, I was thinking about you. I saw this, and it made me think of you. Happy 4th. Or another question you could ask there is, what's your favorite animal? And if they say cat, hello. There's like 20 million cat memes out there. So one day you might just post a cat meme on their wall. They're like, hey, girl, saw this, made me think of you. Haha. Okay. One of the things they recommended was a birthday club. So I'm going to be starting a birthday club, and I'm just asking them what their birthday month is. And then at some point throughout that month, I'm going to send everybody that fills this out a little surprise, like $10 off a future order or something like that. Tiffany, can you just mute yourself, darling? I think there's a button. It's like, I could hear you. I don't know why it doesn't say you're not muted. That's weird. And then, do you have kids? Sure do. No. I asked that because I want to know if I should be showing them juniors wraps, or again, just great kid stuff. And you're going to see that all those questions had a star. Do you have kids? What's your birthday month? What's your favorite holiday? What's your address? And what's your name? Because that means that they have to fill them out. They can't submit the survey without filling it out. But then, oh, and then I do, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? Because that's fun. You always want to do some sort of whimsical question. And that can tell you a lot about people. Invisibility. Well, what do you wish you were seeing? Okay, you want to kind of build up a rapport with your customers. And then this last one, how would you describe your Jamberry experience? This question's optional. I didn't want to pressure them, and I didn't want this to just be about Jamberry. But I wanted to throw that question in, and I've gotten some awesome responses about it, about what they're liking with Jamberry. And you can see if I go back to this, if I go to my customers rock survey, my thing, look how many responses I've gotten. So it is a super great idea to do that. And I'm just going to pull back up the slideshow. There it is. So that's what my customer survey looks like. I definitely recommend it. Again, I just sent it out through MailChimp with the link to the survey. Can you guys type in the chat or unmute yourself? Would you like to see what my MailChimp looked like that I sent out that included the survey? Is that something y'all would be interested in seeing? Okay. Let me pull that up really quick over here. MailChimp. And you'll be able to see what that looks like. I love MailChimp. It is a fabulous way to stay in touch with your customers. And I'm going to be talking in a minute about how important it is to stay in contact with your customers. You want to contact each customer at a minimum of 7 times per year. And I know that seems like a lot, but it's really not. All right, let me pull this up. I just pulled it up for you guys. Screen share. Here we go. So here is my MailChimp campaign that I sent out to my customers. You can see I have our patriotic banner that's on Flickr, and I hashtag I love my customer survey, free gift for filling it out, and it's super easy. I've created a super quick 6-question survey to help me be an even better jam consultant for you. And ladies, 2 of those questions are your name and address. Easy peasy. If you could take a minute to fill it out, I'd greatly appreciate it. all who fill the survey out will receive a free gift from me, so keep an eye on your mailbox. Just follow this link to the survey. Click me. Love always, your jam lady. And that's it. Okay, that's all I did. And you saw how many people I have already had fill it out. Super great idea. And I can post my wording for that later on Glitter and Go and on Simply Jamesing. Okay, but I loved that idea. I went home and made it right away. So here's some more follow-up ideas: customer appreciation events, birthday clubs, like we just talked about, and contact each and every customer at least 7 times a year. That can be posting a meme on their wall. That can be sending them a free Petty Pack out of the blue. That can be sending them a birthday thing, or just chatting them up, seeing how they're doing. Okay, 7 times per year, and that's going to make them your customer for life. This formula is really neat. Unexpected gifts plus unexpected time is the most successful. So random things that you're just sending out just because you're thinking about them, or they're a rock star customer, are going to give you the most success. That's going to be the way that your name is going to come out of their mouths when somebody says, "Girl, I love your nails. Where do you get them?" They're going to be like, "I have the most amazing Jamberry consultant ever. Here is her card. Here is her name. You want to contact her." Follow-up is going to help you get that. So I kind of alluded to this in my post about this. Tina Levine talked about KISS. And we like to think of KISS as keep it simple, stupid, right? That's one way to think of it. But here's another way to make sure that you're retaining hostesses and getting hostesses. Your K is going to be keep posting about hosting in all parties. Every single party you do, talk about it a few times, okay, about hosting. Don't just say it at the end. Don't just be like, "Girls, I had so much fun with you. Here's the link. Host with me. Woo!" No. Talk about it a few times throughout the party. Or in your PMs when somebody is asking you questions about it and they've already ordered like $60 worth of product and they're like, "Oh, I really want more." Like, "Girl, you can get some more free. You want to host a party? How's July 1st work for you?" I just did this a few days ago. A lady, one of my November moms, whoop whoop, Katie, whoop whoop. Another one of our November moms messaged me and she's like, "Girl, I need to get in on this Jamberry craze. I think I want to order." So we talked and we chatted, and she's like, I don't know. I don't know if I have the money right now, but I really want to order. I want to try these things. So first I was like, all right, I get your samples in the mail right away. And also, why don't we do a party for you? Why don't we start July 1st? Super fun, super easy, super non-stressful. And you might be able to earn some free jams. And she's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. Boom, party. Okay, so keep posting about it. If I follow up, they will book for sure. You follow up with your customers, whether that be sending a thank you note after they order, sending them a little gift, posting the meme. Follow up with them, and they will book from you. Stay engaged. I love TinyTorch. Love TinyTorch, but that doesn't mean that I'm just letting TinyTorch do all my work and posting my parties. Okay, it posts the main things, and then I go in and I comment on them, and I engage with my guests at the party. You have to keep up a rapport with them. Stay engaged with people. And then simply ask. Okay, like with this, oh, and Tiffany, I didn't even realize Tiffany is also a November mom. Duh. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, right. The other November mom, I was like, "Hey, do you want to host a party?" Okay, simply ask. What are they going to do? Say no? Fabulous. Try to collect 100 no's. Okay, and then you're going to get that one hostess who hosts like a $500 party and you get 4 bookings, or maybe even a recruit. Okay, so simply ask. All right. And then you can also kiss your hostess. To do this, you want to keep in contact with your hostess. You want to constantly be coaching your hostess. And one of the things you can do to contact your hostess when you contact them is insist nicely that they do what you tell them to do. Okay, so insist that nicely. Okay, you want to make sure that they're doing what you tell them to do, that they're tagging, their guests and all that fun stuff. You also want to explain why. Simply explain why. So if one of my hostesses right now, her name is Kristen. So I message her and I'm like, girl, you're doing an awesome job. I need you to tag some of your friends in this post that I'm going to post later about choosing a wrap for the outfit, because Facebook has all these crazy algorithms, and if you don't comment on it or tag it or something, a lot of the times your friends aren't going to see it. And girl, I want you to get the most rewards you can. If your friends aren't seeing my posts, that might be harder. Okay, so if you simply explain why you're asking them to do something, they're going to be more inclined to do it. They are going to be less inclined to think that you just want to annoy their friends. And say thank you. So if Kristen posts something, she posts this Pinterest nails and Pinterest fails thing, and she posts the wrap that she chose that would complement it or that would take place in it. I would message her and I'd be like, woo woo, rockstar hostess, good job. That was awesome. Thank you so much for posting in your party. Okay? That is going to make sure that you're going to get a hostess that returns and is going to be more apt to do what you ask them to do. So kiss your hostess. Keep in contact. Insist nicely they do what you say. Explain why and say thank you. I promised a couple recruiting tips. It's all about building those relationships, girls. I think we kind of hit on that a few times today on how you can build relationships. You really want to share the opportunity with them. Not the business, really, but share the opportunity and what it's done for you. And keep up communications. Okay, follow up with them. The more you follow up with a customer or with somebody who's at your party, that's going to make them more inclined to want to join once they learn more about the business. But really, those relationships, sharing the opportunity, and keeping up communications are key. All right, girls, so I got 3 of you in here with me, Katie, Tiffany, and Amber. Do you guys have any questions for me? You can post them in the chat or unmute yourselves and ask. Anybody have a question? Can you tell it's like 9:30 on this when I have 5 more wake-ups for school? Because good lordy, I'm tired. Going delusional here. No questions? All right, that's fine. I want to thank you girls for being on here live with me. I hope that that helped you out and learn a little bit more about what I learned at my area meeting. I think that if you have an area meeting in your area or near you where you can get to it, definitely go to it. It was awesome being in a room surrounded by ladies who had the same vision as me. And if you can get to conference, that's even better. Or one of the summits. I think I'm going to be going to the Atlantic City Summit in October, which I think Katie's going to go to as well. That they're all great, amazing opportunities, and they're going to really energize you. And I hope that this training helped you to get a little bit energized and gave you some tips and tricks. I know I got a lot out of it. But again, I will post these slides. I will post the link to my customer survey and the link to my MailChimp on Glitter and Go and on Simply Jamazing in case anybody wants to use it. It's been lovely hanging out with you ladies. Have a fabulous night and a rest of your week. And I'll be thinking about y'all next Thursday when I have a big old bottle of wine. Glass. Totally meant to say glass of wine. Glass of wine. All right.
Thank you, Carrie.
Bye, girls.
Bye.